mighty fine. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Hello, it's Chuck.
Hi, Chuck. Geoff Tate here.
Hey, how you doing today, man?
Excellent. How are you?
Good. I'm rolling tape. So,
Okay.
First thing I wanted to ask you about is November 13th, Queensryche makes its way to the Austin Music Hall, just about an hour north of here, and it's being described as an evening with Queensryche. And I did read somewhere, if you can confirm, the show, not to give it away, but you plan to perform the songs by album era.
Yeah.
Can you describe that, if you would like to, without giving it away, what that technically means?
Well, this is our 20th year of being a band, and looking back at our catalog of material, we decided to play the songs sort of by their album time, or when we recorded them. We play a group of songs from each record in this show, and it's kind of an interesting journey because it kind of does show the evolution of the band and how we've changed musically and grown and progressed over the years.
Now, 20 million albums worldwide. That is what I found the latest figure for Queensryche album sales. Would say San Antonio fans be surprised to know that Queensryche is really, really popular in a weird part of the world, say like, I don't know, Somalia or something?
Yeah, we never actually played Somalia, but or anywhere in Africa, actually. Africa doesn't really have a thriving recording scene, recording industry. The only place that we really sell records in Africa is in South Africa, and they have the largest economy. But other places in the world, South America and all through Asia, Europe, of course, and North America, we sell records.
Awesome. Now,
it's kind of bizarre.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to know that, in Bora Bora, you're selling, 1,000 records a week or something,
Yeah. I think we sell about 3 records total in Bora Bora.
The Live Crime DVD for the first time is coming out on November 20th. This packaging different from the VHS version we've all come to know and love?
Yeah. It's EMI went a little extra this year, and each year they're trying to put out a new Queensryche product, as they call it. And this year it's the reissue of Live Crime. And originally Live Crime was a limited edition sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so now they've redone it on DVD, and it looks fantastic. And they've included 2 2 bonus songs, I guess I should say, because they're not new songs. They were recorded at the time that Live Crime was recorded, back in, I think, 91, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And but they've been remixed and remastered, and there's an interview with me.
Awesome. Well, speaking of you, GeoffTate.com. Kind of familiar. I'm very unfamiliar with your solo project. On the website, it has 2 phrases: pieces of everything, and then Old World Order. Can you describe what those mean, or basically give me an overall status of what the Geoff Tate solo project is all about?
Well, this project started last year, and it's still not finished. I'm in the studio. Actually, I'm taking a break doing this short Queensryche tour right now, finishing up my record in December. And hopefully it'll be out sometime in the spring. And the website is following close to that. It should be up and running within, I think, 2 months.
Now, where did the other musicians come from?
People that I've met over the years and admired their songwriting or their playing style. I wanted to do something that was a collaborative effort with a number of different people. And so it's a record that has a lot of different kinds of music on it. I guess different styles and different approaches. And the challenge for me was really to make it all sound cohesive. And I think I've done that. I think it's a pretty interesting record. That appreciate Queensryche will appreciate this, because it's, of course, me. And I'm somewhat familiar to them, even though the music landscape will be quite different because it's a new bunch of people.
Right. Now, speaking of Queensryche, Sanctuary Records released Live Evolution, but we've yet to see a studio album. What are the plans for you and the rest of the guys in the band to start recording studio material?
Well, January, we have, January's our time. We're all getting together January to begin writing for the new Queensryche record.
Awesome. Now, if you don't want to answer this, or this raises any bad blood or whatever, you just tell me so. But your former guitarist, Chris Degarmo, do you have any contact with him at all? Do you listen to like some of his different stuff he's put out since he left the band, or what's the status of that?
Yeah, Chris is a friend of mine and still a friend, and we communicate fairly regularly. A couple times a month, and we meet for coffee, kind of catch up on what's going on. And he's got a solo project called Spies for Darwin. It's a new band he's put together, and they have a website and an EP that's finished and that you can purchase. And that's when I talked to them. They were finishing up the last bits and pieces of their record, their whole full-length CD.
All right. Now, you've seen the series on VH1, Behind the Music. Has the people, the powers that be, ever approached you and your band to do one of those episodes?
Well, we've been trying to stay away.
You've been staying away from it?
At least for a couple more years.
Okay, well, that's fair enough. Any particular reason? You just don't think it's time yet, or?
Yeah, I just don't really think it's time. We haven't had enough what's going on now, I think.
Right. Now, is there any show in particular that maybe you enjoyed from Behind the Music that maybe struck your fancy?
Well, honestly, Chuck, I don't have a TV.
Right.
So,
no, really?
I'm kind of disconnected from that kind of entertainment.
Well, let's get into that. Why no TV in the Geoff Tate household?
Well, about 10 years ago, I moved myself and my family onto a sailboat, and we kind of went for a bare bones sort of existence. And that lasted for a couple of years till my wife and I had more kids, and we needed more space, so we bought a house. And we just never bought a TV after that. We didn't have room for the TV on the boat, and once we moved to the house, we didn't have, I don't know, we just didn't think about it. And so we didn't, I don't know, get caught up in the habit of watching TV, I guess. So we just never purchased one.
That's interesting. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
and
very cool.
We don't really miss it. We're both very busy, and our kids, they like to read, or, they just have other things.
Right. Now,
in a way, I think it's really kind of healthy and good, but then in a way, I'm kind of disconnected from a conversation with somebody or a group of people, and they'll be talking about what's the latest, funny TV show or sitcom, and I won't have a clue.
Right.
I missed that whole Seinfeld thing,
Yeah, the reruns are kind of fun to watch again, Now, Queensryche has played in San Antonio, Texas, many times over the length of the band's career. Is there any one memory or any one thought that comes to mind when you think of San Antonio, whether it be a concert, some goofy thing that happened backstage, or maybe a particular restaurant or food?
Well, of course, the Riverwalk is one of the highlights of San Antonio for tourists, and I always enjoy that every time we play San Antonio to walk along the river. It's usually nice weather there, and especially at night, it's really beautiful, and it's very elegant, I think, to stroll on the river and stop in a restaurant or a pub or whatever, and spend your whole evening walking up and down that river. It's very special, and I think probably. My earliest memory of San Antonio was one of the first places we ever played, and actually, your radio station, I think, was the first radio station to play Queensryche back when Joe Anthony was still here, still with us.
Yeah, very true. That is exactly
the godfather of rock.
Yeah, exactly true. Yeah, may rest in peace. Queensryche tour writer. What is something interesting or some things that can be found on the tour writer?
Oh, the tour writer.
And do you have to have your M&Ms? Do you have to have your Gatorade, the Pedialyte? What's some things?
No, we haven't had the Pedialyte for a while because everybody's kids are kind of grown up a little now. We've got times when we've had Pedialyte on let's see, diapers. That was one we had for a while. Eddie, our bass player, is the newest father of the band and just had a baby this year. But the rest of us, all our kids are, past the diaper stage and all that.
Right.
But, no, you see, well, our writer changes with us, and we've been doing this for, 20 years, and, it used to have lots and lots of different types of alcohol on the writer, and more beer than you could ever imagine. And over the years, we've sort of tamed that back a little bit, found that was kind of getting us into trouble, and started trying to move into, like, the hummus and the Gatorades and things like that, trying to stay healthy.
Okay.
But then we got sick of that, so now I think we're just down to water.
Water and towels. All right. One final question for you. Throughout the course of the career, 20 years, and what album did you really start to notice that, hey, we've created our own niche in the music industry, and the fact that, people like us, they really, really like us. When did that really just grab your attention and just make you a little satisfied, like, all right, cool, we kind of made it?
Well, we've been really fortunate to have had a very unique beginning with the band. We didn't have a lot of clubs or bars to play in Seattle when we first started out, so we concentrated on making a record. And that record got us signed to a major label, and we started right out playing large venues. And so we've always had like this constant kind of growth, over the years. And it's been nice and slow, so it hasn't been like having to get used to fame or anything like that all of a sudden. It's been a natural kind of growth. But I think that probably after Operation Mindcrime became very popular, maybe a year or two after that came out was when I really noticed a big change that we had sort of carved our own niche. And it's strange because it really happens that you notice it when you're not in the band or not with the band, but you're just on your own and you're traveling or something, and you're in a small town somewhere in, say, south of France, and you're sitting eating dinner or something, and all of a sudden people start recognizing you, and that's odd because you're in a completely different environment, disconnected from what you normally do, and people still recognize you and ask for your autograph. It's kind of a strange feeling.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I thank you for your time today, and San Antonio fans look forward to making the trip up to Austin November 13th for an evening with Queensryche. Thanks for your time today, man.
Thanks, Chuck.
All right, you have a good day.
I will. Pleasure talking to you.
All right, you too, man. Bye-bye.
Outside the boundaries of their phony world of kicks is the ever-present possibility of discovery. This must be avoided at all costs, for discovery brings with it the penalties of society: shame, arrest, prison. Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville.